Mool Shankar was born in Tankara, Gujarat on the 12th of February 1824 to Karasanji Lalji Tiwari, the father, and Yasodada Bai, the mother, an affluent Hindu Mool Nakshatra Brahmin family, a strong follower of Lord Shiva. The family, being deeply religious, taught him religious rituals, purity, dharma, theology, Sanskrit language, and it is said that he started reciting Gayatri Mantra at the age of 2 and initiated into Brahmanism by the age of 8. His larger questions about the meaning of life arises when he saw a mouse ate one of the prasad or the offering to Lord Shiva during Mahashivaratri, and how God allowed that to happen. God can't even prevent such thing, then how can He save the world? He asked this question to his father, which the father replied, "Son, Lord Shiva resides in Kailas mountain. One who worships him with real devotion, Lord Shiva becomes pleased with him." He thought that the Lord Shiva statue is only made of stones. Real Shiva cannot reside in stone. He wanted to worship the real Lord Shiva who resides in Kailas mountain. Thinking this, Mool Shankar decided not to worship idols ever again. His quest for wanting to get the answer of the meaning of life and to immerse himself into spirituality from further start after he lost his sister to death at the age of 14. He began asking what death is. Is there anything after life? Why does a normal happy living person die? Death always brings grief and even takes away our desire to live when we lost someone dearly. He also lost his uncle that had a tremendous effect on him, made him totally detached from the world and all the worldly objects. He doesn't want to get married following the traditions as well, and kept his searching for the meaning of life. Where his parents couldn't answer that for him, he turned to temples, shrines and holy places, met the yogis and asked his dilemmas, but still he couldn't get the answers. He finally arrived in Mathura after almost 20 years of going from place to place and met Swami Virajananda, his future guru, who was visually impaired and taught him to reach out to the Vedas. In search for a way to overcome the limits of mortality, he was directed first towards the yoga, where he eventually discovered all the answers he was searching for regarding life, death, and afterlife questions during the study. With the grace of his guru, he was given a task to spread Vedic knowledge throughout society and christened him as Rishi Dayanand Saraswati. The Maharishi was a strong believer in Hinduism with Vedas as the source of true knowledge. He advocated the concept of Dharma, righteousness, and Adharma was all against the teaching of Vedas. He believed that all humans are equals and condoned the practice of ahimsa or non-violence. He advised his countrymen to direct their energy towards the betterment of mankind as a whole and not wasting the efforts for unnecessary rituals, superstitions, caste segregations, and brought the concept of Swarajya, that we should be independent from foreign influence. On the 10th of April 1875, Maharishi Dayanand formed the Arya Samaj movement in Bombay, the Society for Noble Movement, with motto Krinwan to Vishwan Aryam, make this world noble. There are 10 principles the society has that brought about changes in the religious perceptions of Indians. He traveled throughout the country to propagate his views and establish branches of Arya Samaj at different places. He set up a number of gurukuls and established the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic College Trust and Management Society in 1883 and brought about the complete overhaul of the education system to offer Indian students an updated curriculum teaching both the knowledge of the Vedas along with contemporary English educations after his death. The first staff high school established in Lahore on 1st of June 1886 and made Lala Hansraj its headmaster. He wanted to bring order into society and condemned people of ritualistic practices like bathing in holy rivers, animal sacrifice and all, without first questioning those existing beliefs, and also works on establishment of remarriage for women and women's right to education, because he proclaimed that a man needs an educated wife for all the benefits of the society. The idea of study movements that he started with his clarion, Go Back to the Vedas, created consciousness among the people. By doing this, he felt that Hindus would be able to improve the depressive religious, social, political and economic conditions prevailing in the country at the time. Although he was never really involved in politics directly, His political observations were the source of inspirations for a number of political leaders and considered as one of the makers of modern India during India's struggle for independence. He was universally revered figure and called the Sons of God by Andrew Jackson Davis, an American spiritualist. His radical thinking and approach to social issues, however, not always favored. He created many enemies and his life ended tragically. Around October 1883, during a Diwali festival, when he attended the celebration of Maharaja of Jodhpur, Jaswant Singh, he might have offended the court dancer to tell her that she should lead a life of righteousness and follow Dharma, which she didn't take it very well, and coordinated with the cook to mix pieces of glass on his milk that causes excruciating pain and death on the 30th of October, at the day of Diwali. Before his death, the cook came to apologize and told him the scenario, but Swamiji forgave him and even gave him money to leave for Nepal. He was gone, but his Arya Samaj kept active not only in India but across the globe, from the USA to Australia. He is someone with a strong root, bring order and fairness to humanity at large. He was fully convinced that lack of knowledge was the main factors of alterations of Hinduism.